coming in focused on the backcourts, Richard. Both teams have outstanding guard play.
And that means we should see some creative offense. I love skill play at any position, but it's often the guards that will leave you speechless.
Here are the 5 for the Lakers. LeBron and Hachimura in at the forward slots. Luka and Reeves are the 1 and the 2. And it's Ayton in at the center position. Here's Doncic. After the basket by Phoenix on the other end. James up top. Brooks defending. Brooks against James. Just 4 to shoot. Williams grabs the board. And Booker has got the ball here for the Suns. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
I caught up with the head coach of the Suns. I asked him what lessons he's learned from studying tape on Luka Doncic, and coach told me, well, one thing is you can't force him into anything. Luka plays at the pace that he wants to play at and goes where he wants to go on the floor. But we can try and take away his options, and that should present some obstacles for him. Back to you guys.
Great work, Allie. Thanks.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
James, a screen on Booker. The 3 from downtown. James can't get it to go. For Phoenix, they've gone 1 for 3 so far. Grant, LeBron has had so much recognition over the years, but truly, he might not get enough credit for what he's meant to the NBA.
Yeah, you might be right, B.A. Truly a global ambassador for the game of basketball. He set the standard for what a superstar can be, really, in any sport.
Now, here is James. And the basket by Hachimura.
Hachimura is a threat from out there. Gotta stay connected to him.
And here's Booker, a valuable contributor, averaging 25 points a game. O'Neal passes to Booker. Booker missing again. For Los Angeles, they've gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Ayton, the screen on Brooks. Here's Reeves. The Suns clear it. On the wing, Brooks. He's covered by Reeves. Pass to Booker. 3-pointer. Booker missing again.
And if they want to mount a comeback here, they need him to get going. It's just that simple.
And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a 3-point play here.
Oh, man, LeBron, just big boy basketball on full display.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
At the line for 1.
Richard, it's hard to believe, but this is already LeBron's 8th season with the Lakers.
Yeah, surpassing his first 7 seasons with the Cavs. And look, this is his longest consecutive streak with one team, and he's got a championship to show for it.
And so the timeout by Jordan Ott here. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy.
Make some noise for your son, Lakers headquarters.
Here's a look at some stats for Luka Doncic.
Over the past 5 games, his assist totals have been slipping. He and his teammates just don't seem to be clicking right now. Hopefully that's something he can correct tonight.
About 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Booker, the pass to Brooks. Now Allen, he's covered by Reeves. Shot clock at 6. Here's Booker, and he hits it. That makes him 1 for 6 for the game.
Crafty play by Booker inside, navigating to a point-blank look at the basket.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thank you so much. Well, LeBron is keeping it going. He said, I appreciate these young guys coming up in the ranks and doing great things. I hope to have inspired them to carry it on when I decide that I'm done and keep this beautiful game going. Not just the league, but the purity of the game. That is what's most important. Back over to you, Brian.
He's left an imprint, no question. Thanks a lot, Allie. First one falls. Grant, having played in the league, you must have a good idea of how these guys are feeling this deep into the year.
No, B.A., it's hard to describe. There's such a physical drain on your body. And mentally, it might be even more difficult.
Catching up on the changes for Phoenix. Dunn, he's checked in for O'Neal, and Gillespie is subbed in for Brooks. And he sinks the second. And RJ, you grew up in Phoenix. I imagine still a lot of connections in this neck of the woods.
Yeah, I was fortunate enough to win a state title in high school in this building right here. Look, some of the people still work here. Then I played my college ball just a few hours away in Tucson. Bear down.
And he makes all 3. Well, one of the many things that's impressive about Luka Doncic, he double clutches so well.
Right, and even absorbs contact in the air, and somehow, some way, still has a very high field goal percentage. Luka, his game defies logic. Maybe Luka's logic.
Now Los Angeles with it, stringing it together. They've got an 11-2 run going. Back to Smart. LaRavia outside, beyond the arc. Pure from three-point range.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
And so it's Booker with it. He brings it up for the Suns. Trailing by 10. To the paint. And Williams gets the bucket on the assist from Booker.
Booker just keeps getting better at orchestrating the pick and roll, setting up his teammates out of those sets.
Smart looking around. LaRavia outside. Fires the 3. And Los Angeles another 3.
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
Booker, the pass to Gillespie. Now Allen. Pass to Dunn. Allen outside. Back to Dunn. Launches a 3. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. A tough loss coming against San Antonio in their last game.
And their body language was unimpressive. They looked defeated much of the night, and because of it, they took the L.
Yeah, I just didn't see any fire from them to want to get it back. That's just one of those games you throw away in the trash and try and forget about it.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers. They lead by 11 as the quarter comes to a close. Their defensive efforts have paid off, effectively shutting down the opposing offense. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
Another thing they're doing well early on is moving the ball, playing selfless basketball, and getting everybody involved on the offensive end.
And so in the game for the Lakers, Jackson Hayes is out there with Maxi Kleber. Then it's Jake LaRavia. Then it's Austin Reeves. And it's Smart in it to 2. Shot is good by Goodwin.
And that's on the defense, giving him a decent look. That's his shot.
Smart outside. The 3. That won't go for him. Now 0 for 2. Suns trail by 8. Pass to Goodwin. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute of play. got a piece of it. Now Los Angeles moving it up. Here's Reeves on the money with the jumper.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
And so the timeout by Jordan Ott here. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. So both teams making some changes here. And now that we have a minute, let's take a look at the best shooting teams in the association. Los Angeles, second.
The basketball IQ this team possesses is special. They don't rush anything on the offensive end. They take their time and stay patient trying to find the best shot possible.
As you know, acquiring a big man was a priority for the Lakers in the offseason, Grant.
And that became a glaring need as we saw in their first-round exit against Minnesota. But enter DeAndre Ayton, a definite upgrade, BA. And we know Luka is at his best alongside a rim-running center.
Los Angeles leading by 10. Vincent passes to Smart. Up and over Brooks. And it's Smart missing.
How did he break that one? He smoked it. Everything was set up for that to be an easy basket.
On the wing, Brooks. There's the triple. Smart grabs the miss. And so it's Smart who brings up the ball for the Lakers. Well, when this game is over and done with, they'll be off to Utah to take on the Jazz. That'll be the second of 4 games total on the road for him. Williams has checked in for Dunn. DeAndre Ayton, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Luka Doncic comes in for Vincent. Suns trail by 10. And here in the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played. Brooks, the pass to Williams. Here's Booker. Phoenix no good that time either.
Now, I understand that that shot didn't go down, but they will take that look every trip down the floor.
The Suns have gotten nothing to go out of 5 attempts so far this quarter. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you. The Lakers are always thinking title. Coach J.J. Redick said, everything I've ever done in this sport has been crystallized into how can I win a championship? I got close as a college player and as an NBA player. My hope and goal is to bring the Lakers their 18th NBA championship as head coach. Back to you guys.
Eyes on the prize. Okay, Allie, good stuff. Pass to Brooks. They still need this. Knocks it down from distance.
And you got to at least honor Brooks' three-point shot if you're the defense. I mean, he is more than capable of connecting.
And now a timeout called by J.J. Redick. He's going to talk it over with his guys. making a switch here. Allen's checked in. And then for Los Angeles, Hachimura's checked in for Hayes. And LeBron subbed in for Reeves. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Doncic against Booker. Hachimura with a screen on Booker. From way back there, Luka!
Stretching his range as far as it will go. Doncic is so impressive.
And one guy you can neither speed up nor slow down. That's Luka Doncic, Fred.
Yeah, B.A. He completely dictates the pace. From the opening tip till the final buzzer, he can control the game. Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending. What goes up, Ayton will throw down. They knew just when to pass him that ball.
Suns trail by 10. Brooks, the pass to Allen. And here's Booker. Brooks outside. Some nice ball movement by Phoenix. 6 to shoot. Phoenix needs to get off a shot here. Williams misses.
And it's amazing. Their slim advantage on the board seems a lot larger than it is.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Doncic, no good. For Phoenix, they've gotten only 3 of 9 attempts to fall in the second. Smart against Booker. Screen by O'Neal. And it's all from three-point range. And so we wrap up the first half. It's Los Angeles up 10. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break.
Hey there, everybody. Shaq says hi. Kenny says hi, too. Yes, we are in the midst of the NBA season and a perfect time to see how things are coming together in the West.
Taking a look here now at Phoenix, they've been stuck in the middle tier. Not good enough to challenge for a chip, but not bad enough to get a high draft pick. They're really going to need their young guys to take a step forward in their development.
Now we'll take a look back at our featured game. That was quite a performance for the Los Angeles Lakers.
We expect them to come out and play well. They put on their work clothes. They're taking care of things. That's what good teams do.
This could have been a trap game for them, but they set the tone early, and I like what I'm seeing, man. I like it. I like it.
And that'll do it for us. Thanks for stopping by. We'll head back down to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the third quarter.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. You know, one guy who's been getting it done is Luka Doncic.
It's not easy to own a game through your work on the glass, but he's managed to do it thus far.
They've got Dillon Brooks, Devin Booker out there with Grayson Allen. Then there's Mark Williams, and it's O'Neal in at the 4. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns. And it sure seems like post play has evolved quite a bit over the past decade or two.
Yeah, it really has. I mean, there aren't many big men who operate only on the low block anymore. But if they do, they're considered throwbacks.
Allen can't get it to go. Los Angeles leading by 12. Outside Reeves, pass to James. Hachimura with a screen on Brooks. For 3, James. The rebound by Allen. And so it's Allen who brings up the ball for Phoenix. Booker finds Brooks. Down low. LeBron with the rebound.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Doncic right side. Off the mark there with a 3. Suns trail by 12. And Grant, you played a half-decade in Phoenix. What stands out the most?
Well, B.A., a great city with great fans. And that exciting run in 2010 where we made it to the conference final.
Few use their body better than Booker. Such a great athlete. He can absorb anything.
Doncic against Booker. Hachimura with a screen on Brooks. And there's James from the arc. Nails it from beyond the arc. James has got 6.
You want to run your offense through him, a reliable scoring option.
And so the timeout by Jordan Ott here. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Now let's check out the Western Conference standings and see how they look here in December. Taking a look at Los Angeles, sitting 4th in the conference early on and looking to move into that top tier. And checking out Phoenix, 3.5 games behind.
Well, I think for Phoenix, they're really doing their best to rise through the rankings. Time will tell whether they can pull it off.
And you have to wonder if this roster can get to that next level. They have talent, but if it doesn't come together, they might have to shake it up.
It's Booker on the wing. He's covered by Ayton. Booker against Ayton. Booker can't get it to go.
Defense pulled out all the stops to shut him down there.
Everyone knows Devin Booker for one thing, Richard, his ability to score.
Yeah, I always think back to that 70-point game he had against the Celtics. He was only 20 at the time, the youngest ever in that 70-point club.
Outside O'Neal, takes a 3. And the Suns miss again. Los Angeles leading by 15. Outside Reeves. From outside the arc. The rebound by Allen.
And even though he hasn't been himself, it hasn't affected his team too much. They've still got the lead.
2 minutes remaining.
Pass to Brooks. Outside Booker. And it's going to be a 24-second violation. They turn it over. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Austin Reeves.
Yeah, it's amazing to see him continue to get better. We weren't sure if he could raise his game any higher. Well, he has. And when a star player keeps getting better every year, it speaks to his desire and work ethic.
Phoenix making a switch here. Gillespie's checked in. Hayes is checked in for Los Angeles. Smart comes in for Reeves. And now a timeout called by J.J. Redick. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. Here now are the teams that have made a difference with their defense in the past 10 games. The Suns in second.
Well, over these last few games, they've been putting excellent pressure on the ball handlers and then turning those forced errors into easy points.
A minute 42 left in the third quarter here. Nice ball movement by Los Angeles. From deep, here's Doncic. The Lakers with another miss. Suns trail by 15. Well, Grant, the Lakers captured the 3 seed last season, but only the 8th best point differential in the West. What does that tell you?
It tells me that they overachieved in the regular season, but a team this star-studded has postseason aspirations as well. That's where they'll look to improve.
James outside. Back to Doncic from the arc. O'Neal pulls it in. O'Neal's got his 4th rebound in this one.
He just looks off this quarter. Looks like he's forcing it a bit right now, a little bit in his head.
Here's Gillespie. Off target from outside. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for Los Angeles. Just 4 points. That's all they've given up here in the second half. Jacks up a 3. Again, Doncic missing.
He made a 3 back in the first half, but that's it. We'll see if he can find his stroke. And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
Now here's Doncic. He's closely guarded. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. 1 second left. No luck on that one. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers closing out the quarter ahead by 11 points. Appearing in control, but could still use a little more of a push to feel totally comfortable in this one. Back after this. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Woo, I'm fired up to see this dish one more time. It's always great to see your 2 guards share the wealth.
Not just playing selflessly, but also making a smart decision with the ball.
And with the 4th quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And so in the game for Los Angeles, we've got Maxi Kleber, Austin Reeves out there with Gabe Vincent. Then it's Jake LaRavia, and it's Hayes in at the center position. 6 on the shot clock. It's Booker on the wing. He's covered by Reeves.
See, that miss right there. It's why teams try to avoid the mid-range jumper these days.
The 3 is up. And it's Phoenix with the rebound.
It hasn't been his best game, but his team is still doing just enough to be up.
Pass to Dunn. Fires the 3. Sends it home from 3-point land. Dunn's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Here's Reeves. Out to Kleber. Now Vincent. Back to Kleber. Here's Reeves. Launches it. It's rebounded by Goodwin. Outside Booker. Pass to Iguodaro. Takes it inside. Yes! And it's Booker with the setup.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
And we've got a timeout call by J.J. Redick, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan. Mark Williams, he's checked in for Phoenix. And then for Los Angeles, Connect's checked in for LaRabia. Marcus Smart comes in for Reeves. And Doncic has subbed in for Vincent. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what J.J. Redick was saying to the team, and he encouraged them to stay focused and not get complacent, saying we've worked too hard to get this lead and we're not going to give it up now. Stay connected, play smart, let's get this win. Guys, back to you.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he gets inside his own head. Time to take deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and let the game come to you.
Here's Booker. That one is off.
Well, his shooting is unfortunately not helping things, and his lackluster accuracy is probably the thing that's keeping them behind. You know what? He's got to look to get other guys involved. The three-point stroke is off.
Oh, touches it off the glass.
Feed the interior, good things will happen.
Los Angeles leading by 4. Fourth quarter of play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now.
I'm not sure what he was thinking. That's a weird pass.
Some changes for Phoenix. O'Neal, he's checked in for Dunn. Dylan Brooks comes in for Goodwin. And it's Allen in for Gillespie. And the Lakers will go for a different look here. DeAndre Ayton, he's checked in for Hayes. Hachimura comes in for Kleba. James is checked in for Connect. And Austin Reeves is subbed in for Smart. And Jordan Ott decides to call timeout. He is not messing around. Calling them into the huddle. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong. No baskets allowed. James against Brooks. Outside Booker. From downtown. Oh! Booker with the triple.
Some players shrink when the pressure's on, but he lives for these moments.
Ayton outside. Here's Hachimura. Doncic fires. And yes, sir! Matching three-pointers. Wow!
And from the moment he stepped into the league, Luka's been a big-time player. I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
First team foul. At the line for your Suns, Devin Booker. Taking 2 shots.
So the first one drops, and that narrows the lead down to just 3.
When Devin Booker steps on the court, you almost expect 30 or 40-point nights. Booker is that talented.
Both free throws good from Booker.
That's what they needed from him, unaffected by the pressure.
Ayton, a screen on Allen. Here's Doncic. And they doubled up Doncic. 6 to shoot. Ayton, a screen on Allen. Reeves. Oh, it's off!
Gotta find easier shots when you're already struggling. That's not gonna get it.
It's stolen by James. Now Reeves for 3. It's good from beyond the arc.
A guy who will do what it takes to get his team what they need. Reeves steps up.
Booker with it. Rebounded by Ayton.
He's got a nice feel for that crossover, but you still have to finish.
Stolen by Booker. Fires it from 14. Allen outside, beyond the arc. Oh, he can't hit it.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
And so they foul intentionally.
First team foul.
Doncic, and he slams it down.
They have a relentless mentality, even with the game in total control.
No let up with these guys. They're going for the throat now.
Williams, a screen on Doncic. Allen! He's off from three. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock and the game clock. James goes in, banks it home. Big shot.
And guys, that's got to be the dagger. This is how you finish a game.
And it felt like they just flipped the switch to go on that run and seal the game, saving their best basketball for the end. Always smart.
And that's an intentional foul.
Suns foul. Grayson Allen. Second personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for the Lakers, Austin Reeves. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
He gets the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's an 8-point ball game. Phoenix calls timeout. They're behind by 8. Guys, your thoughts?
And time's running short. They just couldn't get over that hump.
And I'm sure coach is encouraging them to play to the final whistle. Then they can get out of here.
The free ball is down. And he commits the intentional foul.
Dylan Brooks. First personal foul. Third team foul. Shooting for Los Angeles, LeBron James. At the line for 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to go. And he does get the second one. And that increases the lead to 6. From deep. The three is in.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
And so J.J. Redick calls for the timeout. And a great call on his part. This is the time you want to be in sync right here. They foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point.
Yeah, just a must-foul situation to stop the clock.
Luka Doncic, 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And so he drops them both, and it's a 5-point game.
Calm and cool, and his free throws put a bow on this one. Nice way to finish the game up.
And so it's the Lakers with the W. And they barely squeezed out the win here on the road.
And BA, the visiting team is always under some added pressure, but they made it work and got the win, whatever the margin may have been.
Well, now a minute to check in with Allie LaForce. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
LeBron, you've accomplished so much in this league. How have you been able to sustain it for so long?
You know, it's only a select few. It's not many who make it to this point. And I would never take the game for granted. That's why I try to give everything I can till I can't give no more. And I've been around some great players, great coaches, great organizations. And for me to have this opportunity right here means a lot, and I'm very humble.
Well, you're a sponge for knowledge, and you have a great work ethic, and it's been fun to watch. Thanks, LeBron.
Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Richard Jefferson, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for being with us. And now, time for our player of the game, Luka Doncic.